What if I told you that the real reason you're getting weaker isn't age, but what you're not doing every day? Starting at age 60, the body enters a phase where the loss of strength and balance becomes evident, and this is no coincidence. This stage is marked by a natural process known as sarcopenia, which involves the progressive decline of muscle mass, strength, and power. According to studies from the National Institute on Aging, this loss can reach between 3% and 8% per decade, affecting the ability to perform basic activities like walking, standing up, or maintaining balance. Additionally, the central nervous system also begins to deteriorate, reducing the effectiveness of communication between the brain and muscles, which compromises stability and coordination. This combination can significantly increase the risk of falls, fractures, and loss of independence, one of the biggest concerns in old age. The good news is that you can reverse this process with just a few minutes a day and without leaving your home. That's why, in this video, I'm going to show you 6 simple but powerful exercises that will help you maintain your muscle strength, balance, and vitality without needing to go to the gym. And if you stay until the end, I'll share an extra, little-known tip that can multiply your results without additional effort. Exercise 1. Scapular retraction with resistance band. One of the most overlooked areas as the years go by is the upper back, and yet it is one of the most important for maintaining an upright posture and healthy balance. As we age, the postural muscles, especially the rhomboids, middle and lower trapezius, and spinal erectors, tend to weaken due to a sedentary lifestyle and repeated poor posture. This causes a progressive hunching that not only affects physical appearance but also disrupts the body's center of gravity, compromising stability when walking or standing. This is where scapular retraction with a resistance band comes into play, a simple yet highly effective exercise to counteract these effects. This exercise involves sitting or standing with a straight back, holding a resistance band at shoulder height with both hands extended in front, and slowly pulling it to the sides while squeezing the shoulder blades together. The movement should be slow, controlled, and focused on muscle contraction in the upper back. It's not about pulling hard, but about consciously activating the muscles responsible for keeping the shoulders back and the chest open. It is recommended to perform 2 to 3 sets of 12 repetitions, resting 30 to 45 seconds between each. Ideally, this exercise should be part of your daily routine, as it requires no fancy equipment or large space, just a resistance band and determination. From a scientific perspective, strengthening the scapular muscles directly improves postural control and proprioception, which is the body's ability to perceive its position in space. Research published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy shows that scapular activation exercises help reduce the risk of falls by improving body alignment and facilitating balance. Moreover, maintaining an upright posture optimizes breathing, as the diaphragm can expand better, which in turn increases brain oxygenation and overall vitality. This simple scapular retraction movement is, in fact, a powerful tool to maintain physical independence, reduce neck pain, and improve the quality of life for anyone over 60. Exercise 2. Glute bridge. As we age, maintaining strength in the glutes becomes crucial for mobility, pelvic stability, and lumbar spine health. The glutes, especially the gluteus maximus, are the most powerful muscles in the human body, but also among the most susceptible to atrophy from a sedentary lifestyle, something common after age 60. When these muscles lose activation, other structures like the lower back and hips take on functions they're not designed for, which can lead to chronic lower back pain, instability while walking, and difficulty standing up from a chair or bed. The glute bridge is a simple yet extraordinarily powerful tool to prevent and reverse this functional weakness without the need for equipment or a gym. Correct execution of the exercise is essential to gain real benefits. To perform the glute bridge, lie on your back on a firm surface, bend your knees with your feet flat on the floor hip-width apart, and with your arms extended to the sides, slowly lift your pelvis until your knees, hips, and shoulders are aligned. This movement should be performed with a conscious contraction of the glutes, without overloading the lower back. It is key to hold the elevated position for at least 2 seconds before lowering slowly in a controlled descent. It is recommended to perform 2 to 3 sets of 10 repetitions, and if it becomes too easy, you can add a longer pause at the top or a resistance band around your knees for greater activation. From a scientific standpoint, Multiple studies have shown that strengthening the glutes directly contributes to fall prevention, improves gait, and protects the spine. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy revealed that glute bridge exercises are effective for improving the function of the posterior chain, which includes not only the glutes but also the hamstrings and spinal erectors. Moreover, this muscle activation helps maintain the pelvis in a neutral position, which is essential for healthy posture, better weight distribution, and safer walking. Exercise 3. Functional squats. One of the simplest yet most fundamental movements to preserve physical autonomy in old age is the ability to sit and stand without assistance. Starting at age 60, many adults begin to notice a significant decrease in leg strength, particularly in the quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes, which directly affects their ability to perform this everyday movement. This is where adapted functional squats come into play, an exercise that not only improves lower limb strength but also trains mobility, balance, and coordination. According to research published in the American Journal of Medicine, maintaining the ability to perform a squat in a controlled manner is directly related to reducing the risk of falls and hospitalizations in older adults. This exercise can be safely done from a chair. Sit in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor shoulder-width apart. Then, without using momentum and without helping yourself with your arms, slowly rise by pushing through your legs until you reach an upright position. Then, descend in a controlled manner until you are seated again. If you need support at first, you can use a cane or place your hands on a stable surface like the edge of a table, but the goal is to gradually reduce that support over time. Perform 2 to 3 sets of 10 repetitions, maintaining steady breathing and making sure to align your knees well with your feet to avoid joint strain. It's important to do the exercise slowly, without rushing, so that the muscles work properly and no compensations occur that could cause injury. From a functional perspective, adapted squats train the body in a movement pattern we use constantly: standing up, sitting down, climbing stairs, bending to pick something up from the floor, among others. When you strengthen these actions through specific exercises, you improve not only your muscle strength but also your safety while moving. A study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine showed that older adults who incorporated this type of exercise into their routine had greater bone density, better dynamic balance, and a lower fall rate compared to those who did not. Additionally, these squats activate proprioception, which is the body's ability to perceive its position in space, something that also deteriorates with age. Exercise 4. Cross-lateral walk. The cross-lateral walk is a simple yet incredibly powerful exercise, especially for older adults who want to improve not only their physical strength but also neuromuscular coordination and brain function. As we age, communication between the right and left hemispheres of the brain can become less efficient, affecting fundamental skills such as balance, coordination, and mental agility. This exercise stimulates the cross-connection between both sides of the brain by requiring coordinated movements that involve crossing the body's midline, which activates brain regions responsible for motor and cognitive integration. Neuroscience studies show that activities that challenge bilateral coordination, such as this crosswalk, can help slow cognitive decline and improve executive function, which is crucial for maintaining independence in daily life. To perform the cross-lateral walk, stand with your feet together and take a side step while lifting the opposite hand to touch the opposite knee, meaning, if you step to the right, touch your left knee with your right hand. Then repeat the movement to the opposite side, alternating the crossing of arms and legs in a fluid and controlled manner. This cross-movement pattern promotes simultaneous activation of both brain hemispheres, improving neuromuscular coordination and strengthening the vestibular system, which is fundamental for maintaining balance and postural stability. Practicing this walk for 1 to 2 minutes daily may seem simple, but its impact is profound, as it trains the body's ability to react quickly to positional changes and improve spatial awareness. In addition to neurological benefits, the cross-lateral walk significantly helps improve dynamic balance, a skill that declines with age and is directly related to the risk of falls, the leading cause of serious injuries in older adults. The vestibular system, located in the inner ear, is an essential component for maintaining stability, and its stimulation through movements that challenge balance, like this exercise, strengthens postural response and motor control. A study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity revealed that training programs including cross-coordination and lateral mobility exercises significantly reduce the incidence of falls and improve confidence in performing daily activities, which is key to maintaining an independent and active life after age 60. Exercise 5. Heel raises. Heel raises, although simple in appearance, are a fundamental exercise for maintaining vascular and muscular health in the legs, especially after age 60. With age, the circulatory system tends to become less efficient, which can lead to blood pooling in the lower limbs, causing swelling, a sensation of heaviness, and even a higher risk of developing varicose veins or venous issues. The calves function like a kind of muscle pump that helps push blood back toward the heart, facilitating blood circulation. When these muscles weaken, circulation is compromised, and the risk of complications increases. That's why heel raises are crucial for stimulating the venous pump, maintaining healthy blood flow, and preventing common problems such as cramps and swelling in the legs. To correctly perform this exercise, stand with your feet hip-width apart and lightly support yourself on the back of a chair or a stable surface to maintain balance. From this position, slowly lift both heels, rising onto the balls of your feet. Hold that position for at least 2 seconds to maximize muscle contraction, and then lower slowly until your feet are flat on the floor. The key is to perform the movement in a controlled manner, avoiding abrupt up and down motions, which allows greater activation of the soleus and gastrocnemius muscles, the main calf muscles. It is recommended to do 15 repetitions in 2 or 3 sets, resting briefly between them. By doing this regularly, you improve muscular endurance and help optimize cardiovascular function in the lower limbs. From a scientific perspective, several studies have shown that activating the calves through heel raise exercises can improve local blood pressure and reduce the incidence of circulatory problems. For example, research published in Clinical Interventions in Aging highlights that strengthening the calf muscles helps reduce venous pressure, aiding in the prevention of clot formation and improving tissue oxygenation. Furthermore, this exercise has a direct effect on preventing muscle cramps, a common ailment in older adults that may be linked to poor circulation or muscle fatigue. Exercise 6. Modified push-ups. Modified push-ups are one of the most effective and safest exercises for maintaining functional strength in older adults, especially after age 60. As we age, the loss of muscle mass, known as sarcopenia, significantly affects the upper body muscles, weakening the arms, chest, and core. This directly impacts everyday tasks such as getting out of bed, pushing a door open, or carrying a grocery bag. Modified push-ups offer a progressive way to combat this loss of strength without putting joints or the spine at risk. Instead of performing traditional floor push-ups, which can be difficult or unsafe for many older individuals, elevated and stable surfaces such as a wall or a sturdy table are used to reduce the load and better control the movement. The execution of the exercise is simple but must be done with attention to form. Stand facing a wall or a sturdy table, with your feet slightly apart and at a comfortable distance. Place your hands shoulder-width apart, keep your body straight like a plank from head to heels, and slowly bend your elbows as you bring your chest toward the surface. It is essential to keep the abdomen engaged throughout the movement to protect the spine and work the core simultaneously. This type of exercise is considered a compound movement because it involves multiple muscle groups, pectorals, triceps, deltoids, and abdominals, which makes it an extremely effective option for improving overall pushing capacity. Moreover, studies in geriatric rehabilitation have shown that exercises like modified push-ups, performed 2 to 3 times per week, significantly improve upper body strength and reduce functional dependency in older adults. From a functional perspective, modified push-ups have a direct impact on quality of life. Strengthening the upper body improves autonomy in performing essential activities such as getting out of bed, rising from a chair, holding heavy objects, or even protecting oneself in a fall. They also promote greater bone density, especially in the arms and shoulders, which is crucial in preventing osteoporotic fractures, common in older adults. On a cardiovascular level, this type of exercise also stimulates blood circulation and improves endurance, contributing to better overall health. Most importantly, these push-ups can be adapted to any fitness level. You can start with a wall, progress to a table, then to a low bench, and eventually, if desired and capable, perform push-ups on the floor with knees supported. To enhance the effectiveness of all these exercises, the secret lies in a little-known but highly effective principle, proprioception. This term refers to the body's ability to perceive its position and movement in space, even without the need to look. Activating it regularly not only improves balance and coordination but also increases muscle activation and neuromuscular response in every exercise. A practical method to stimulate proprioception is to perform the exercises on slightly unstable surfaces, such as a folded towel, a balance cushion, or even barefoot on a thick mat. This slight instability forces the body to make constant micro-adjustments, activating stabilizing muscles that normally do not work as much on firm surfaces. Studies published in physical therapy and rehabilitation journals have shown that proprioceptive training reduces the risk of falls in older adults by up to 30%, improves postural control, and enhances neuromuscular plasticity. In simple terms, it improves your balance, strength, and physical responsiveness in daily life. You don't need to complicate your life with endless routines or gym machines to maintain your strength and vitality after 60. The most important things are consistency, intention, and the right knowledge. The exercises you saw today, from scapular retraction to modified push-ups, not only work your muscles but also reinforce your functional independence, prevent injuries, and strengthen your nervous system. Remember this: what weakens an older person the most is not age, but inactivity. The body is designed to move, and the more you use it intelligently, the stronger it will remain. So don't let a sedentary lifestyle steal the mobility and energy you deserve to have. If this video was helpful to you, give it a like, subscribe, activate the notification bell, and share it with someone who also wants to stay strong after 60. And most importantly, tell me in the comments, which of these exercises are you going to start today? Your decision could be the first step toward a more active, healthy, and fulfilling life. Your body and your health will thank you. See you in the next video.